Hello and welcome to YouTubers Supporting the YouTubers, the channel designed to get behind the scenes with small YouTube creators to find out why they are doing this crazy game called YouTube. I am here today with Nerd in the Bay.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
So he is claiming to be a pop culture enthusiast, and I'm really interested to hear a little bit of expansion on why he actually says he is a pop culture enthusiast. So if you want to take the lead, go right ahead.
All right. So, the reason why I created the channel is because um, I'm into a lot of like nerdy pop culture things, from ranging from video games to anime to comics to movies to pro wrestling and martial arts, like a bunch of that scope. So, I wanted to make a channel to talk to people because a lot of my friends are kind of near and far, and it's kind of difficult, in a time of our lives, especially now, where getting together and talking about these things is a little harder, because we're living life, and again, what we're dealing with now with the stuff that's going on with COVID. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to the people out there and just chop it up, talk shop on stuff that I'm into, and yeah, just keep the discussion going. So I do that through the channel, like covering, like talking discussion on, again, comics, movies, anime, any sort of news, anything that I'm into. Doing let's plays like in gaming because gaming is really prevalent in my life. So yeah, like it's very like a broad scope of things. I can't like distinctly choose like one thing. Like I'm into too many things.
That being said, if you had to choose one thing that you liked
Mm.
most about pop culture, whether it be like comics, games, movies, anything like that, what would you actually choose?
Oh man, if you had to put a gun to my head and make me choose, I think I would choose gaming out of everything because I think that was the very first love as a kid. Definitely gaming.
Gotcha. And I saw you, I kind of perused through your channel a little bit and saw you do kind of a lot of fighting. I saw like fighting games mostly. Is that like, would you say that's the genre you like the most, or do you have a specific genre of games you like?
Yeah, yeah, I'm very much into fighting games. I don't know if you were in the small YouTubers community fighting game tournament that we all had. It was hosted by Dan Callett. I think his YouTube name is Broken Banner. He hosted it, and then I was trying to take it over, but there was a lot of issues playing with people with overseas, and like the games that we were picking, it was region locked, so I couldn't play anybody in the Europe side. And yeah, long story short, we had a YouTubers like fighting game tournament, and I would love to bring it back, but it would only have to be region specific. But yeah, yeah, I'm very much into fighting games. Street Fighter is very basically my love. And I play any fighting games that are out there right now, especially your Tekkens, your Mortal Kombats. Like, if you have any fighting game questions, I am more than willing to delve and discuss and all that stuff. So yeah, fighting games is very much a very passion of mine.
All right, and I mean, we all know someone who does the Ryu Hadouken spam. Have you ever been subjected to that while you've been playing online?
Subjected to the what again? Sorry
The
about that.
the Hadouken spam.
um, so my main character is Guile, and that is the strength of Guile. So that is something I have to do because I'm trying to keep them away. So if somebody can't get around that, they get mad and then they'll talk smack and trash. I'm like, hey, I mean, in fighting games, if you can't get over some sort of plan that I'm trying to keep you away, or I'm rushing you down, or trying to fight from a distance, then like a win's a win. If I keep beating you with throws, then I'm going to keep beating you with throws because you can't figure it out. So I mean, at this point, at this stage of the game, back then it might have been cheap in the '90s, but like now when we're in the 2020, it's like it's any way to win. Besides like lag pedals and rage quitting and all that stuff and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Do you ever play Super Smash Bros? Have you?
I played here and there, not much my go-to game, but I play here and there, not too much like hardcore, but yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Okay, I was just gonna say you kind of sound like you'd be like a zoning type of character if you were playing Smash, like your Samus, Dark Samus, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, for whatever reason, Smash is the one that's not doesn't have my interest as much. I think I like the more of the four-player party setting rather than the one-on-one, platforming, holding on to platforms and all that stuff. Like that doesn't appeal to me as much as like just the like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Tekken, like those sort of ways to play in a fighting game.
That absolutely makes sense. So, obviously, since we're talking about pop culture and conventions are a really huge thing for pop culture, I know in Denver it's called the Denver Pop Culture Con for legal reasons, but have you ever been to like a
Mm.
pop culture con or a comic con?
I think I've been to Fanime, which is here in San Jose. And this is before I even started the channel. I was with a martial arts team that I used to do demos with, and we were performing at that convention. And so we got to see what a convention is like, where, in this instance, it was like an anime convention. Everybody's cosplaying about their favorite like anime characters, some video game characters. There's a theater area for whatever anime that they were showing. There's a video game area which I was like I want to be at that area and just play whoever's there into whatever fighting games that were there. So I have that introduction, but like since then I haven't been to any sort of like anime conventions or just like gaming conventions and nerdy conventions, that sort of thing, like in past years.
Gotcha. Well, what would you say is probably your favorite part of like that convention? I know for me, like my favorite part is it's kind of awful to say this, but I really love like the merchandising aspect of it because I love going and seeing all
Mm,
the different local shops or shops that came in for the convention. And then also the panels where I get to like hang out with some authors or just people in
right.
general.
Huh. I mean, that's a good question. Like I said, like I just been to the one convention. I mean, I enjoy just walking around and just taking it all in. It, just seeing what you're not expecting, especially if you're a first time goer at a convention. Like I said, like when I saw that there was a gaming area, I navigated towards that. Because like I wanted to play whoever was there and see if I can beat them, and if not, then be there for a long time and see if I can find a strategy to beat them. But yeah, I mean, just walking around and just grasping everything and seeing that like, oh, cool. There's no, I'm in an area and I'm in a place where they like the same number of things, and I could have a discussion with a total stranger or a group of strangers, and then we could just be geeking out about something. So like just taking it all in, I think, and just generally just walking around was probably like the thing I enjoyed the most when I went to that convention.
That makes a lot of sense. Is there anything pop culture related that you're looking forward to? I know, the virus that shall not be named is kind of ruining like a lot of different pop culture things that are going on right now because of the transition that they've had to
Mhm.
take. But is there anything that you are looking forward to in the coming up months?
I mean, the PS5 event reveal just happened, so like I was looking forward to that. And then it's funny because like the console flame wars, it wasn't as prevalent as it was like 360 and PS3 era. But there are some people on Twitter and on social media trying to keep it alive. It's funny at this point, say like, oh, Xbox just looks like a refrigerator, but the PS5 looks like a binder, like a white binder, or like your most recent modem, or that sort of thing. So like it's fun to just take shots like that because everybody knows it's all good and fun, versus back then when it was like, oh no, you pick the side or you're one or the other. But with things going on now, like I've been too absorbed with that to know that what is going on ahead that I'm looking forward to. I mean, yeah, like I said, the PS5, I was looking forward to seeing some information on that. Um, but like if I'm thinking about otherwise, like comics or like anime, in that sense, like not so much right now, or at least nothing's not hitting my radar right now. But I guess I'm keeping tabs on more of the gaming side of the things that are going on since we don't have an E3 anymore, at least this year, or like gaming conventions or conventions for this year. We don't have that at the moment until everything all this clears up.
Right, yeah, I know. I was super looking forward to Denver Pop Culture Con this
Um,
year,
but yeah,
and
I think gaming wise has been more so like where my radar is at.
right. Like I said, I was looking super forward to Denver Pop
Hmm.
Culture Con this year,
Yeah.
and obviously, like they delayed it in hopes that they would be able to gather together later on in the year, and then of course had to flat out cancel it. So, guess I'll just have to save all my enthusiasm for that for next year. But is
Yeah.
there anything you want to kind of say before we go ahead
Yeah.
and end the interview? Maybe like a little bit of a sneak peek of something you're working on, or
Uh,
just anything in general.
yeah, sure. First of all, thank you for having me for this interview. I enjoy any type of interviews that are out there. I'll be down to just speak on it, or be down to collab with you on a video if there's any ideas that you would have on anything. I mean, just check out the channel. Again, I do a variety of things. Like right now, gaming is hitting the forefront because again, the radar of the other aspects that I cover is not hitting me as much as gaming is right now. So yeah, I mean, I have a lot of gaming content going on. I'm playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'm going through that. I'm going through Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise. So you get an alternate between those two, and I'm throwing in some different type of videos in terms of gaming as well. I just recently hit a new video series on just picking on retro games with my friends and playing it and just discussing like what are the significance of the games that my friends choose.
That's pretty cool. And
Like
then
if there's any sort of like good memories or significant things that happen. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, definitely makes
yeah. So like I'm
sense.
doing stuff like that, and I'm trying to schedule some more of that. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, for those of you who also love pop culture, Nerd in the Bay's channel will obviously be in the description. Feel free to also look him up on the YouTube search, give him a little bit of algorithm love as well. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this interview, feel free to go ahead and subscribe because I am trying to get behind the scenes of other small YouTubers and go ahead and interview them and really kind of find out why they are doing YouTube and what their passion is as far as doing YouTube is. So, make sure to follow the channel. And if you want an interview, feel free to let me know in the comment section, as I am always looking for new small YouTubers to interview. But this is going to be me and Nerd in the Bay signing off for this interview. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.